Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and the full line of Trek-Lite lockboxes. Affordable security for home or travel. Get 15% off with code SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. They are the product of the gunmaker's art. Beautiful stocks, handsome carving, and meticulous engraving. But Schützen rifles are also known for their remarkable accuracy, and it's been that way for more than 200 years. And a Schützen match is quite a challenge mentally and physically. 100 shots at 200 yards offhand with a heavy rifle. Many shooters who love their Schützens admit this style of competition is not for everyone. If ever there was a shooting sport for people with lots of patience, then this is it. Whether hammering a round ball down the barrel of a muzzleloader or chambering a lead bullet and then its cartridge into the breech of a falling block. Shooters who like the Schützen game never seem to be in any kind of hurry.
It's very relaxed. It's single shot shooting. Our average relays are 45 minutes long to get off 10 shots on a target. There's really no other kind of shooting quite like it.
John Mers likes that relaxed pace of Schützen shooting. He readily admits it fits his personality. Like many competitors in this sport, John likes to tinker, to take his time, and loading his Schützen is a perfect example.
In the Schützen game, we do load a little bit differently than most people are used to. We load the bullet into the throat of the rifle with a breech seater that sets the bullet in about 1/16 of an inch ahead of the case. And we do that with the breech seater, put it in, seat the bullet, and then take that out. Then we load a primed case. Prime the case, put the powder in. I shoot with a little wad that keeps powder from falling into the action, which is never good. Give it a little wrap to settle the powder. Put the case in behind the bullet. Close the block, cock it, and we're ready to shoot.
Loading his Schützen in stages this way can easily take John a minute and a half. Not exactly like throwing lead down range with your favorite semi-auto. And here is where this rifle's distinctive features, its elongated butt plate and unique palm rest, come into play in this offhand game.
The palm rest is mounted just a little bit behind the center point of balance of the gun so that it's a little bit muzzle heavy. And the pronged butt plate is fit over the upper arm and it's balanced just like that on the palm rest. That easy.
Easy, right. And if all that is not unusual enough, here is one more peculiarity of Schützen shooting.
I use the same piece of brass again and again. The name of the game here is always the same. Do everything the same. Load the same, raise your gun the same, hold the same. If you do everything the same, we hope the bullet goes in the same hole.
And that is about as close as you can get. The same holds true on the firing line in Friendship, Indiana, where the National Muzzleloading Rifle Association hosts a yearly Schützen Championship. Willie Boitnot's Schützen is a muzzleloader, but he believes, as John Mers does, that consistency counts for accuracy in the Schützen game, and especially in loading.
Try to get about the same pressure each time. If you get a lot of pressure one time and less the next time, they won't shoot the same.
Consistency plays another role in this shooting sport. Schützens all have double-set triggers with a pull weight of only about 2 ounces.
You must pull the back trigger until it sets. Now the front trigger becomes a hair trigger. I mean, just a slight pressure on the front trigger fires it, so you don't disturb your aim. Just the slightest touch and it's gone.
Willie has many rifles, but he really likes the attention to detail required to shoot his 140-year-old Schützen.
Everybody has a sport, and this is our sport, and that's what I like to do.
Back with John, and he's getting set to shoot a second Schützen rifle, his 100-year-old Ballard.
It's a pretty old gun, and it still shoots.
The Ballard is just one of several Schützens he owns. He says it would never do to shoot only one rifle, not when you're a shooter who likes to tinker.
Well, it wouldn't be fun if I couldn't buy all new stuff for a new rifle.
Yes, different rifles mean different bullets mean different breech seaters. Accessories are just a part of hitting the 25 ring in the Schützen game. It is a shooting game John hopes he never stops playing.
I'd be a boring old man.
So you've seen John and his Schützens in action at the range. Now here is that target with the 25 ring John was taking aim at. This bullseye is just 1.5 inches across. And remember, competitors are shooting at 200 yards. Oh, and we told you this sport is a little different. I don't believe I've ever seen a 25 ring before. Well, coming up, you know the man. Now meet the rifle. The Schützen is one of history's guns.
You're watching Shooting USA, news and information for America's gun owners.
It is a firearm with an unusual name and an unusual appearance to go with it. It is the rifle known as the Schützen. It came to America with German immigrants more than 1.5 centuries ago, and it's still on the firing line today. The Schützen is both a rifle and a style of competition steeped in European shooting tradition. With its longevity and cult-like following, the Schützen is surely one of history's guns. For well over 1.5 centuries, competitors have played this game, shooting targets offhand at 200 yards with an unmistakable firearm. An historic and highly accurate rifle known by its German name, Schützen.
They are guns that gunsmiths labored over and lavished attention on to make them accurate, to make them shoot as well as humanly possible.
And in John Murr's hands, they do shoot well. John is a Schützen enthusiast and avid competitor. He is also editor of the Single Shot Rifle Journal, a magazine devoted to the Schützen game and its history.
It's a style of shooting that came to this country in the 1840s and 50s with the first wave of German and Germanic immigrants.
And Schützens are still punching holes in paper 160 years later. There is no other firearm that looks or shoots quite like a Schützen. Elongated prongs on the rifle's butt plate work hand in hand with the unique palm rest to help competitors balance the rifle. Schützens are heavy, 12 to 15 pounds, much of that in the barrel. Scallops on the lever fit shooters' fingers to help them keep a steady grip, and the Schützen's buttstock is another unusual feature. Its dramatic angle and high cheek piece are significant aids to offhand shooting, but make a Schützen next to impossible to aim in the prone position. All of these distinctive features captured John Murr's attention.
The lines just drew me in, and the art that the classic gun makers use to make it all flow and work together just drew me in, and I wanted to own one. I wanted to shoot one.
Now John shoots several, but his favorite is this, his 100-year-old breech-loading Ballard. Schützens built on this falling block action are especially prized today, but breech loaders were a late addition to this shooting game.
The original Schützen rifles were all muzzle loaders. That's what the German immigrants brought with them and built over here.
These pictures testify to the sport's popularity among German immigrants. Midwest towns formed Schützenbunds, or clubs. Teams competed for civic pride as well as cash and prizes.
Friendly rivalry in between local towns. Davenport would shoot against Racine. Racine would shoot against Milwaukee.
A Schützenfest was a gala event in one artist's imagination. Well-dressed shooters, ladies and gentlemen, enjoying a glass of beer.
That horrifies modern people that guns and alcohol would be in that close proximity, but it was widely done.
The Schützenfest portrays muzzle-loading days, but the breech-loading cartridge would not be denied. Bullets soon dropped from .40 caliber down to .32 because of the physical strain of a 100-shot match.
And for the most part, the most popular cartridge that we see on the line today is still the .32-40 cartridge.
Fired from this distinctive and historic rifle.
I'm drawn by the history, I'm drawn by the tradition of it. It's one of the few sports I know where you can accurately measure yourself against what a shooter did 100 years ago.
The .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge easily outperforms all other .22 caliber cartridges in its class, producing .22-250 performance in an AR-15 platform. The .22 ARC is engineered to take full advantage of the most aerodynamic .22 caliber bullets. This means tighter groups, increased accuracy, and an exceptional shooting experience. .22 Advanced Rifle Cartridge from Hornady.
Thanks again for tuning into the Shooting USA YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed the content. A couple of notes. Make sure you take advantage of SUSA15 at snapsafe.com. That's our discount code that saves you 15% on anything from SnapSafe, and that gets to be some big money when you start talking about modular safes and vault doors. Also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content. As always, a like and a comment helps us with that algorithm.